This fun 100 questions general knowledge quiz will truly put you to the test. It starts fairly easy, fairly doable, then gets challenging in the midsection, and then will get brutal in the last few minutes. Let's start the quiz. Good luck. And we're starting fairly easy. In which country can you find the man-made Palm Islands? Is it Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or the United Arab Emirates? And the answer is the United Arab Emirates, answer C. 2. What is the highest ranking possible hand in a standard game of poker? That is a royal flush. Number 3. Which TV series follows corporate superheroes working for VOD? Is it The Boys, Marvel, or Peacemaker? And the answer is The Boys. 4. Who served as commander of the Apollo 11 mission in 1969? Buzz Lightyear, Neil Armstrong, or Alan Shepard? And that is Neil Armstrong. 5. Which political ideology was closely associated with Fidel Castro? And that is communism. Number 6. In Taoism, what fundamental force is believed to flow through all things? Is it Tao, Qi, or Wi-Fi? And the answer is answer B, Qi. Number 7. Can the Great Wall of China be seen from space with the naked eye? Yes or no? And the answer is no, it cannot be seen with the naked eye. Number 8. Which US city is widely known as the birthplace of jazz music? Chicago, Memphis, or New Orleans? And the answer is C, New Orleans. Number 9. What is the official currency currently used throughout Turkey? The Turkish ruble, the Turkish krone, or the Turkish lira? And the answer is the Turkish lira. Number 10. The adjective ursine is used to describe which type of animal. Are these wolves, bears, or foxes? And you got it right if you said bears. 11. The Mediterranean island of Elba belongs to which country? Is this Greece, Italy, or Spain? And this one is Italy. Number 12. In which city is the main headquarters of the United Nations located? And that is New York City. 13. Approximately how large is the population of the Vatican City? Is it less than 1,000, less than 10,000, or less than 100,000? And that is answer A, less than 1,000. This is doable, right? So far. Next question. 14. Which modern country was home to the ancient Library of Alexandria? And it was located in Egypt. 15. Which 17th and 18th century movement emphasized reason and individual rights? Is it Renaissance, Industrial Revolution, or the Enlightenment? And the answer I want to hear is answer C, the Enlightenment. 60. What is the early food preservation method using salt, drying, and smoking called? Is this called canning, fermentation, or curing? And the answer is C, curing. 17. In which year did the first episode of Star Trek originally air? 1956, 66, or 86? And the answer is the middle value, 1966. 18. If someone is aging, they are said to be growing long in the what? Is it long in the tooth, long in the ear, or long in the pants? And the answer is A, long in the tooth. 19. In which English city is the television drama Peaky Blinders set? Is this London, Birmingham, or Liverpool? And that is Birmingham. Last one for the fairly easy warm-up bit. What famous nickname was given to rock and roll legend Elvis Presley? That's of course the king or the king of rock and roll. We're moving over to the medium questions. Things will start to get more challenging from here on out. Which country issued the world's first postage stamp in 1840? Mauritius, USA, or the United Kingdom? And that is answer C, the United Kingdom. Which talent show did Simon Cowell leave before creating his own talent shows? And that one was American Idol. 23. In Top Gear, what is the anonymous driver in a white suit called? And correct if you said the Stig. 24. Which country holds the largest national gold reserves in the world? Is this China, Russia, or the United States? And that is the United States. Question 25. Which chemical element is found in every known organic compound? Is this nitrogen, carbon, or oxygen? And the answer is carbon. 26. What is the collective name for instruments struck, shaken, or scraped? That is percussion instruments. 27. The Ganges River flows through India and which other country? Bangladesh, Pakistan, or Nepal? And that is Bangladesh, answer A. Trivia question 28. In Greek mythology, what three-headed dog guards the underworld? And the answer is Cerberus. 29. In snooker, which colored ball is worth 2 points when potted? Is it the green ball, the yellow ball, or the brown ball? And correct if you said the yellow ball. Musician ... Robert Jones became famous under which stage name? Elton John, David Bowie, or Freddie Mercury? And that was David Bowie. 31. Beefsteak and oyster are both varieties of which type of food? And the answer I want to hear is mushroom. Question 32. Who painted the 1511 Renaissance fresco The School of Athens? Bob Ross, Raphael, or Leonardo da Vinci? And that was Raphael, the painter, not the Ninja Turtle. 33. Which city serves as the capital of the South American nation Venezuela? Lima, Bogota, or Caracas? And the answer is C, Caracas. 34. Trent Reznor is the lead singer of which band he formed in 1988? 9 Inch Nails, Tool, or Depeche Mode? It's 9 Inch Nails, answer A. 35. Zappos got its name from the word for shoes in which language? And this is Spanish. 36. Which European country does Chianti wine originally come from? And that is Italy. Question 37. In the NATO phonetic alphabet, which letter is represented by a sport? And the answer is G, golf. 38. Which musical group released the 1982 hit song Come On Eileen? Is it The Human League, Dex's Midnight Runners, or Madness? And this one is answer B, Dex's Midnight Runners. 39. Which of these inventions was created first? Was it the telescope, dynamite, or a light machine gun? And that is the telescope, answer A. Question 40. In which European country is Iberia Airlines primarily based? Portugal, Italy, or Spain? And this one is Spain again. Answer C. 41. What is triatomic oxygen represented by the formula O3 called? And the answer is ozone. 42. Which European river flows through 10 countries and is second longest? Is it the Rhine, the Danube, or the Volga River? You got it right if you said the Danube, answer B. 43. Which language is officially spoken throughout the country of Austria? And that is German. 44. Who portrayed P.T. Barnum in the 2017 musical The Greatest Showman? Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, or Bradley Cooper? And the right answer is Hugh Jackman. 45. Which singer released the hit 1985 album No Jacket Required? Was this Peter Gabriel, Phil Collins, or Sting? And if you said Phil Collins, you're right. 46. What is the name of the largest known volcano in the solar system? Is it Krakatoa, Mount Doom, or Olympus Mons? And the answer is C, Olympus Mons. 47. Which activist gave the 1964 speech titled The Ballot or the Bullet? Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., or Rosa Parks? And the answer I want to hear is Malcolm X. 48. What famous concert venue in New York hosted some of the biggest rock acts of the 1960s and 70s? Carnegie Hall, Madison Square Garden, or the Apollo Theater? And that is Madison Square Garden. Quiz question 49. In Hinduism, what term describes the cycle of death and rebirth? Moksha, Hakuna Matata, or Samsara? And that is Samsara. Answer C. 50. Which country hosts the annual festival known as the Festival of Colors? That is India. 51. What is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall located in Venezuela? Is this Victoria Falls, Iguazu Falls, or Angel Falls? And that one is Angel Falls. Answer C. 52. In ancient Greece, what did people seek from Pythia at the Oracle of Delphi? Is this divination, healing, or education? And that is divination. Question 53. Which country has more pyramids than any other nation in the world? And correct with Sudan. 54. Who was UK Prime Minister during the 2016 Brexit referendum? Boris Johnson, David Cameron, or Gordon Brown? That was David Cameron. 55. In which US city was US President John F. Kennedy assassinated in 1963? And that happened in Dallas. Question 56. Which mountain range is traditionally considered the border between Europe and Asia? The Ural Mountains, the Caucasus Mountains, or the Alps? That is the Ural Mountains. 57. In the 2000 US presidential election, George W. Bush defeated which candidate? And correct if you said Al Gore. 58. What is the 1871 painting arrangement in gray and black number 1 commonly called? And the answer is Whistler's Mother. 59. In which sport did Gary Player become a celebrated former champion? Tennis, cricket, or golf? And the answer is Golf, answer C. 60. In which American city is the musical film La La Land set? You got it right if you said Los Angeles. 61. Sofia is the capital city of which country in Southeastern Europe? That is Bulgaria. As of 2026, how many recognized elements appear in a periodic table? And that's 118 elements. 63. Which 1957 satellite launch marked the beginning of the space race? Was this Sputnik 1, Pioneer 1 or Salyut 1? And if you said Sputnik 1, you're right. 64. On which part of the body would you normally wear a balaclava? And you're supposed to wear that on your head. 65. Which famous actress is the mother of actress Kate Hudson? Susan Sarandon, Goldie Hawn or Meryl Streep? And the answer I want to hear is Goldie Hawn. 66. Which famous stage musical features the song I Feel Pretty? And that was West Side Story. Question 67. Which fruit decorates the top of the men's singles Wimbledon trophy? That is a pineapple. 68. Which two countries received lands divided by the 1494 Treaty of Tordesillas? Netherlands and Italy, England and France, or Portugal and Spain? And that was Portugal and Spain. 69. What is a word that reads identically backwards and forward called? And that is a palindrome, and it's total missed opportunity that the word itself is not a palindrome. 70. A deficiency of which vitamin can cause the disease known as rickets? And that is vitamin D. 71. What was the main purpose of the United States Homestead Act of 1862? Was it to regulate banking, to encourage Western settlement, or to promote trade? And the answer is to encourage Western settlement. 72. How many children belong to the famous Von Trapp family? 7 children, 9 children, or 11 children? And the answer is a 7. 73. In which famous building were Prince Charles and Diana married? Westminster Abbey, Canterbury Cathedral, or St. Paul's Cathedral? That's St. Paul's Cathedral. 74. Which 1967 Beatles album include the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? And the answer is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. 75. Who predicted that everyone would be famous for 15 minutes in the future? Salvador Dali, Andy Warhol, or Pablo Picasso? That's Andy Warhol, and that was definitely not far from the truth. 76. Which stage musical features the song I Dreamed a Dream? Was this Cats, Les Miserables, or Evita? And that is answer B, Les Miserables. 77. In computing terminology, what does the abbreviation DOS stand for? Disk Operating System, Data Operating System, or Digital Operating System? And that is Disk Operating System. Answer A. 78. The D-Day landings on June 6, 1944 were part of which Allied operation? That was Operation Overlord. 79. What was the peaceful 1989 end of communism in Czechoslovakia called? And that was called the Velvet Revolution. 80. Which French Benedictine monk has a champagne brand named after him? That is Dom Perignon. And that was the last of the medium difficulty questions. These last ones are absolutely brutal. Good luck, you're gonna need it. Which people ruled parts of Russia and Ukraine north of the Caucasus? Was this the Alani, the Goths, or the Khazars? And the answer I want to hear is C, the Khazars. 82. What was bubble wrap originally intended to be used for in 1957? And that is wallpaper. Who would have guessed? 83. What is the scientific name for the yolk found inside an egg? Egg whites, vitalis, or topi vitalis? And the answer is vitalis, answer B. 84. What is another name for the British tropical headgear called a pith helmet? Is it a trilby, a topi, or a topi? And that is a topi, answer B. 85. Who created the first practical working neon light in the early 1900s? That was George Cloud. 86. Which organization did Boutros Ghali begin leading in 1992? And that was the United Nations. 87. Which American fast food chain was founded by DeLuca and Buck in 1965? And the answer is Subway. 88. Which historic empire was especially known for extensive terrace farming? The Aztec Empire, the Roman Empire, or the Inca Empire? And that was the Inca Empire. For me, it's always difficult to differentiate the Inca and the Aztec Empire. How many of the 12 dogs aboard the Titanic survived its sinking in 1912? 3 dogs, 6 dogs, or none? And the answer is 3 dogs. 90. According to the Bible, how long did Jesus fast in the wilderness? And the answer is 40 days and 40 nights. Become part of the Trivia Quiz Rush community by subscribing to the channel so you never miss a quiz again. Also, it really helps a small quiz channel out. Thank you, and let's get back to the quiz. 91. Blood and Fire is the official model of which charitable organization? That is the Salvation Army. 92. Which Japanese festival features ornate float parades and traditional music? Setsuban, Oban, or Gion Matsuri? And the answer is C. Gion Matsuri. 93. Another one about Japan. Which Japanese city escaped atomic bombing in 1945 because of cloud cover? Kyoto, Niigata, or Kokura? And that was Kokura. 94. Which ancient ruler destroyed the Solomonic Temple in Jerusalem? And that one was Nebuchadnezzar. 95. Which volcano is traditionally called the lighthouse of the Mediterranean? And that's Mount Stromboli. 96. Who discovered the theory of electromagnetic induction, forming the basis for electric generators? And the answer is Michael Faraday. 97. On which part of the body were spats traditionally worn? And the answer I want to hear is on the feet. 98. Whom did Abraham Lincoln marry in 1842 before becoming US President? Martha Smith, Mary Todd, or Abigail Black? And that was Mary Todd. 99. Which British monarch was nicknamed the Mad King due to mental illness? King George I, King George III, or King George IV? And the answer is B, King George III. Which American company released the mouse-controlled Star 8010 workstation in 1981? Xerox, IBM, or Apple? And that was Xerox, answer A. Bonus question, how many points is a bullseye worth in darts? The answer appears in a few seconds. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, really helps me out, and also like the video. If you want to keep watching fun quizzes, then please click this one to continue. See you in the next one, bye bye!